All right, disclaimer to the Gennady Golovkin fans out there. Look, exactly what I told you was going to happen happened. Look, I even called the fucking round, okay? I said round 7. Go back and listen to the last minute of my last 2 videos where I gave my official prediction. Go to my Facebook page, Counterpunch Boxing Talk, where I did my official prediction. Round 7. I believe it was round 7. I think, whatever, I was very close. But anyway, guys, look, not impressed, okay? In fact, I'm more impressed with Zermeta than I am Gennady Golovkin. This fight should have never happened. Now we're gonna get to the good thing. You know what I thought was good with Gennady Golovkin, but man, guys, I'm disappointed. I mean, again, I told you guys leading up to the fight. It's a marketing ploy. It is a gimmick, okay? They want you to believe Gennady Golovkin is back. The power is back. The old Triple G is back. He looked good. The jab looked good. He went to the body, went down, went up, did everything perfect, did everything right. Although he was getting hit a little bit too much. He was getting marked up a little bit too much. Going into round 2, there was already a little bit of swelling around Gennady Golovkin's eye. And now, a couple shots there, they were real wide. Like that right hook was like a Deontay Wilder windmill right hook. Now, you do that in front of Canelo, you're going to get hit with the left hook. You're going to get clipped right on the tip of the chin. I mean, that is boxing 101. So there were, there was a little bit of sloppiness, but he looked good, okay? I do think he needs like some kind of cardio improvement. That's always been one of my biggest complaints with Gennady Golovkin, that cardio. I don't like that heavy breathing. The blood rushing to the face, the redness, whatever. They need to get him some type of like strength and conditioning coach because, they need to. Look, boxing is a cardio first sport. We know this. That's always been an issue with Gennady Golovkin. Abel Sanchez, said that Golovkin would breathe heavy because they were taught that in the amateurs, but that's bullshit. But whatever. Let me get back to my reaction here. What was there? I don't know. 3-4 knockdowns. Who cares, right? Who cares? Now, Zermeta, you guys know, I already told you. I mean, this is almost like Rod Saka, Danny Garcia. This fight should have never have happened. Zermeta showed a ton of heart. Didn't quit. His coach had to basically throw him the towel. They went to the corner. I think it was round 7, somewhere around there. And the coach just said, no mas, no mas, finito, right? And, but Zermeta, he was ready to come out, ready to keep going. So again, look, man, my hat goes off to him more than Gennady Golovkin, okay? No fans, no audience, so there really wasn't any excitement. I mean, yes, it was cool to see Golovkin back in there doing his thing. Being that monster in the middleweight division that we all, knew him to be. But, guys, look, I've gotten it right almost every step of the way with Gennady Golovkin's career, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen next, okay? Mark my words. And I'm going to remember this video at 3 minutes 8 seconds, okay? And I'm going to save this clip. In his next fight, if he steps it up in competition, he's going to lose. Mark my words, guys. I'm telling you. Now, if he fights like a Demetrius Andrade or even, maybe Jacobs again, someone that's not really a power puncher, okay, he'll probably get a decision, something like that. But against like a Canelo, he's going to get knocked out, okay, in a trilogy. Now, what I've heard, you guys know, they're talking about fighting in May. And if that does happen, based on what I saw, Canelo's going to knock him out. I mean, look, guys, these Gennady Golovkin fans are going to turn me into a Canelo, fanboy, because look, guys, I'm just so tired of I don't know, man, the biased, the blind support from the Triple G fans. I mean, we have to get real here. I mean, look at the lineup, guys. Vanez Marty Rosen, bullshit. Steve Rolls, bullshit. Okay, the 2 Canelo fights where they guaranteed they're going to knock him out and they didn't. Going into the rematch, all that shit Abel Sanchez talked in the first fight, went the distance. It was a great fight, iconic fight, a classic middleweight fight, but he didn't do what he said he was going to do, okay? And again, that Steve Rolls. We can go back to Dominic Wade, whatever. That fight shouldn't have happened. Kell Brook, pulling a guy up from a lower division. Again, Vanez Marty Rosen, pulling him up from a lower division. Now, guys, I'm not trying to hate on Gennady Golovkin, but I'm getting tired of defending him. I'm getting tired of it. The fight should have never have happened. I told you guys, Zermeta, fights under the Golovkin promotional banner. He shouldn't have had that IBF. Basically, the IBF gave Zermeta a gift. Here's a belt, Zermeta. Here you go. Here's a pretty little bow, pretty little case. Oh, by the way, you want to fight Gennady Golovkin? You know, your boss, basically. You want to fight your boss? You know, you can't say no. That's exactly what happened. You know, now Gennady Golovkin has the IBF belt, a bargaining chip to lure Canelo in. Like, guys, I've told you what's going to happen every step of the way. You know, now they're going to get Canelo in there, probably May, I would imagine. But look, it's boxing. Anything can happen. That fight may never happen. Don't know, don't care. My point is, Gennady Golovkin, he's got to step it up in competition. Like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep getting on here and defending this bullshit, okay? Again, you know, I'm not impressed. I mean, yes, Golovkin, that jab looked good. It kind of reminded me when he fought Jacobs. I mean, he even knocked down Zermeta with a freaking jab. I think round 3, round 4, you know, then he got him with that left hook. Beautiful left hook, by the way. It was a little looping, a little wide, but that's Gennady Golovkin. He kind of throws that left hook like Marcos Maidana, you know, that awkward, you know, over the top, or, you know, kind of, he uses his elbows, what he does. He keeps his elbows tucked tight to his waist, and he uses that kinetic energy to generate that power from the hips, and Golovkin is a master at doing that. You know, so again, there were good things. You know, I like that he went to the body. Defensively, they need to tighten up his defense and his cardio. You know, so if I'm on Team Golovkin, you know, in our next training camp, we're going to tighten up defense and we're going to tighten up your cardio. You know, whatever we got to do, okay? Because again, you know, if Golovkin fights like that against a Canelo or anyone for that matter, any kind of power puncher, he's going to lose. Now, what would I have liked to seen? You know, people are saying, well, if you didn't want Zermeta, you know, if you didn't like that, who should he have fought? Well, how about a Jacobs rematch? How about, you know, we don't have to go to Demetrius Andre. We don't have to go to Charlo. We don't have to go to Canelo. How about give old Survey Darby and Checo under the crack? Because a lot of people said Gennady Golovkin lost that fight, or at a bare minimum had a bad night. So there should have been a rematch there. We didn't get that rematch. You know, I believe. But then again, I don't like that Darby and Checo has had so many, you know, world title opportunities, way too many. You know, but whatever. I would have rather seen that than a Zermeta. Now, let's talk about the number 2 thing people are going to say. They're going to say, well, you know, ring rust, bro. Or Corona, bro. You know, 2020, bro. You know, a tune-up fight, bro. Come on, man. Gennady Golovkin is a world-class elite fighter. You know, I'm tired of hearing this tune-up crap. You know, and by the way, I can't show anything from the fight. Everyone's getting hit with copyright, so I can't show you anything right now from the fight. We'll show it later when we get some copyright-free footage. That's why I'm showing you a highlight clip of Gennady Golovkin that is copyright-free. You know, so yeah, that's pretty much my reaction. Not impressed. I mean, the fight went down exactly like I told you it was going to go down. I even called the freaking round. Okay, I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean, after, you know, Steve rolls, I was like, okay, well, you know, we'll give him a pass. Then Darby and Checo came in, and it was way closer, and I was like, oh, shit, okay. Well, we need to see something better going into the, you know, next fight. And I guess we did. Maybe we did. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we I think there was improvements, okay? You know, I haven't been a big fan of Jonathan Banks, but I did see a lot of improvements out of Gennady Golovkin. Again, the jab was back. He went to the body. Even when they were clinching, you know, it's almost like you could see Gennady Golovkin going, oh shit, yeah, hit the body, go to the body. You know, when they were clinched up, he'd kind of just dig to the body a little bit. And look, those little shots hurt. You know, when you're looking at the referee, you're not really thinking about it, and like, oh, you get a little kidney or a little liver shot. You know, it does add up over the course of a fight. You know, so he did everything right. You know, I felt he left his chin a little bit too open, you know, and again, you know, you do that in front of Canelo, or if Golovkin moved up and fought like a Ramirez or who the hell ever. You know, you don't want to do that. But I think they knew. Look, they knew a guy with only 5 knockouts, okay, that he can't hurt him. I mean, you know, Zermeta had them big-ass puffy gloves on, and you could tell round 1, round 2, Gennady Golovkin was feeling out the power, you know, just working the jab, you know, feeling the power, kind of just, you know, figuring them out. And then he realized this guy can't hurt me, and he went for the knockout, okay? You know, so I don't know, guys. I mean, you know, I just don't know what to think here, man. All I want to see is Golovkin step it up in competition, give the fans what they deserve. I mean, he's already made like $100 million. Like, why is it? It can't be about money anymore. I think all he wants to do is get Canelo back in the ring, and who knows what'll happen, because Canelo's getting older, his knees are getting bad. I mean, maybe Golovkin does beat Canelo. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, you want my honest opinion? I think Canelo would probably stop Gennady Golovkin, because look, Canelo's got great cardio, great discipline, a great boxing IQ, and I think he would take Golovkin into the deeper rounds, get him tired, break him down, and probably stop him, probably a body shot, and I think we're going to see that against Canelo Smith. By the way, I think that'll end in a body shot, but I could be wrong. I mean, who knows? Canelo might just clip him on the chin. Who knows? I'll make a prediction. That fight's tomorrow, so I'll do a prediction video on that today. Or no, that fight's today. Today is already Saturday. Wow, it's like 3 in the morning. By the way, guys, I literally just woke up to go to work. I got to be at work at like 5 a.m. So I don't know, man. That's pretty much how I feel about it. Not impressed. It went down exactly like I told you it was going to go down. The fight should have never have happened. And it's a gimmick. It was a gimmick to get the IBF. So Gennady Golovkin could beat Bernard Hopkins' record. The title defense record, which he did, by the way. So congrats, Gennady Golovkin, on that. I guess. I don't know, guys. I mean, again, I don't mean to get on here and to be bitter or negative, but it's time to get real. Like these boxers, man, boxing. Look at the Anthony Joshua fight that just happened. Against a 40-year-old guy that shouldn't have been in there. Or Canelo fighting Kovalev. I mean, it's just like, come on. Like these guys need the best. Needs to fight the best. I mean, plain, like point blank period, right? So we need to see it. Now, DAZN, they're not going to allow Gennady Golovkin to fight another guy like Zermeta. Not going to happen. Belt or not, mandatory or not, it's not going to happen. So I'm telling you, I think in Golovkin's next fight, if they do, I mean, guys, he's damn near 40, okay? His career is, 20 years going back to the Olympics. I mean, so he's got a lot of wear and tear on the body, and I think, that's going to catch up with him very, very soon. Now, I believe he only has, 2 or 3 fights left with DAZN. And, of course, I think one of them will be with Canelo. Now, it might be at the end of 2021. I don't know. Now, I've heard from inside people that I know we're going to get that fight in May, even coming from Team Canelo. Okay, I've heard that. So we'll see. But I do, one other thing, and I already mentioned it. I wish there was a crowd. I wish there was a little more excitement. That would have been cool. But, whatever, I guess we'll take what we can get right now. So there you go, guys. I mean, I've already given you my opinion. The fight shouldn't have happened. I'm not impressed. I mean, yeah, there's a few good takeaways, but I don't know. To me, the negative outweighs the positive. The bad outweighs the good in the situation. And by the way, even DAZN, okay, his own promotional platform, they're telling you the exact same thing that I'm telling you. So if you think I'm sounding like a hater or I'm trying to turn on Golovkin, you're wrong. I mean, go listen to, DAZN, their preview or their post, commentary. They're all saying the same thing. Well, Gennady Golovkin, he needs to step it up in competition. After that Sergey Darby-Checo fight, Steve Rolls and now Zermeta, like, it's time, we get better fights out of Golovkin. Now, of course, they made it sound a lot better, but that's basically, literally what they're saying, so I'm not hating on Golovkin. I'm telling you what his own, network is telling you, what DAZN is telling you, right? And, now, I mean, but having said that, there's a lot of casuals in boxing. Did it create a little bit of excitement? Yeah, it kind of got, a good, like I said, Golovkin needed a good highlight reel. He needed a belt, and he'll move on to bigger, better things. Hopefully. So we'll see. All right, guys, that's all I have. I mean, it's not a complicated situation. There's no need for me to go in depth or go much further. I mean, it is what it is, right? It was a gimmick to get a belt, to break a record, to get a bigger fight, to get more money, and that's exactly what happened.